I wake up one morning like any other, reviewing reports and preparing for another day at the helm of Oxalith, the pharmaceutical empire I built from nothing. As CEO, I'm used to pressure, but nothing prepares me for what happens next when two men force me into their vehicle and everything goes black. When I regain consciousness, I find myself in a dark basement, stripped of my clothes, my head shaved completely bald, and my entire body covered in some kind of antihistamine cream that burns my skin. My captors are Teddy, a sweaty and paranoid man who works in one of my company's warehouses, and his younger cousin Dawn, who seems nervous and uncomfortable with the entire situation. Teddy paces around me, explaining his bizarre theory that I am not human at all, but rather a member of an alien species called the Andromedans, who have infiltrated Earth's power structures. He believes my species is responsible for destroying the planet's honeybee populations through colony collapse disorder, poisoning communities with chemicals, and enslaving humanity into a state of mindless obedience. The antihistamine cream coating my body is meant to block me from sending distress signals to other members of my alien race, and he gives me 4 days to arrange a meeting with what he calls the Andromedan Emperor before an upcoming lunar eclipse when their mothership will arrive. I realize this man is deeply disturbed, lost in internet conspiracy theories, but I also sense something more personal driving his rage toward me and my company. As the hours turn into days, Teddy subjects me to various forms of torment, including electroshock, trying to force me to admit my alien identity. He interprets my ability to withstand pain as proof that I must be a high-ranking member of the Andromedan royal family, which only reinforces his delusions. During one particularly tense moment, he brings me upstairs for dinner, where the atmosphere is suffocating with paranoia and hostility. The meal erupts into a physical confrontation when Casey, the local sheriff who used to babysit Teddy as a child, arrives at the house searching for me. Dawn quickly forces me back to the basement at gunpoint, while Teddy distracts the officer by showing him his backyard beehives. Through fragments of conversation and Teddy's rambling monologues, I learn the real source of his vendetta against me. Years ago, his mother Sandy volunteered for a clinical trial of an experimental oxalith drug that left her in a permanent coma. My company paid for her ongoing care and gave Teddy money to keep quiet, but no amount of compensation could heal his pain or bring back his mother. Seeing an opportunity in his emotional vulnerability and desperate need to save his mother, I begin playing into his alien fantasy. I tell him that yes, I am an Andromedan, and that I have access to a cure for his mother's condition, hidden in a bottle of antifreeze in the trunk of my car. In his frantic excitement to save Sandy, Teddy strikes my kneecap with such force that it dislocates, leaving me writhing in agony as he rushes out of the house toward the hospital. Alone and chained in the basement, I work through the pain to free myself from my restraints. While searching for an escape route, I stumble into an adjacent room that makes my blood run cold. Body parts and remains of other people Teddy previously targeted, convinced they were Andromedans but who were obviously just innocent victims of his paranoid delusions. Meanwhile, at the hospital, Teddy sneaks into his mother's room and injects the antifreeze directly into her intravenous line, and the toxic liquid ends her life within moments. When Teddy returns home and discovers what I've done, his rage is volcanic, but I'm ready for him. Standing face to face with my tormentor, I don't back down, but instead spin an elaborate alternative narrative about the Andromedans. I tell him that his alien theory is partially correct but completely misunderstood. The Andromedans accidentally caused the extinction event that ended the age of the ancient reptiles millions of years ago, and out of profound guilt, they created humanity as a gift to Earth. For thousands of years, I explain, my people have been trying desperately to guide humans away from their inherently destructive and aggressive tendencies, working as silent guardians rather than oppressors. I watch as tears stream down Teddy's face, his entire worldview crumbling and reforming around this new story. Then I offer him what he's wanted all along. I agree to take him to meet the Andromedan Council aboard the mothership, claiming they possess the knowledge needed to save humanity from itself. I tell him the transportation device is located in my office at Oxalith headquarters, hidden in plain sight inside my private closet. We arrive at the corporate building where I've spent countless hours building my empire, but now I'm leading my captor through its halls. Teddy reveals he's wearing an explosive vest strapped to his chest, his final insurance policy against potential Andromedan aggression. I remain calm and direct him to my office closet, instructing him to enter what I describe as the teleporter to the mothership. The moment Teddy steps inside, the vest detonates in a massive explosion that tears his body apart, sending his severed head flying across the room while the blast wave knocks me unconscious. I wake up in the back of an ambulance, paramedics hovering over me, but instead of feeling relief, I know what I must do. I jump out of the moving vehicle and make my way back through the damaged building to my office. Standing before the closet again, I enter the security code into what appears to be an ordinary calculator and step inside. The teleporter activates, and I emerge from a pool of viscous liquid onto the actual Andromedan mothership. My true form and identity, finally revealed as I take my place as the Empress of my people. I convene with the other members of the Andromedan Council, and together we review the results of our long experiment with humanity. The evidence is overwhelming and heartbreaking. Despite millennia of guidance and intervention, humans remain violent, destructive, and unable to overcome their fundamental flaws. We have tried everything, given them every chance, but they continue to destroy their planet, each other, and now they've even targeted us with their paranoid aggression. The Council reaches a unanimous decision that the human experiment has failed and must be terminated. I approach a detailed model of Earth, rendered as a flat disk according to ancient Andromedan cosmology, and place a transparent dome over its surface. In that instant, every human being on the planet ceases to exist simultaneously, their lives extinguished in a single merciful moment. I stand at the observation window of the mothership, gazing down at the now silent Earth below, watching as the honeybees slowly begin to return to Teddy's abandoned apiary, reclaiming a world that is finally free from the species that nearly destroyed it.